So that's me near enough at the bus stops. Well, not overly far from it, I've just got to get to the exact one. I'll get the bus back to Park and Ride. This is where I start. This is a light-bodied one. This is a slightly it's a light-bodied, different bodywork to the other one that was on earlier. But it's got the emergency door on the off-side, which was unusual. The other one didn't have that. So, I'll get footage. I didn't get a chance to get footage when I got on because I was getting the bus ticket out. It was bothered, so I couldn't really get on. I was busy as well. But I'll get footage when I come off and you get to see what it looks like. This bus in lights. So it's peak time, it's about 5:30, so this is probably peak time, and it's a Monday as well, so being a Monday it'll probably be quite busy with traffic. So that's me back to the parking ride, and it's free parking as well, which is handy. Car park A, remember that, there's 3 car parks, A, B and C, and an A, and that's the bus that got me here. I'll get a better view of that in a minute, get a picture of it. So that's the bus model that I got, it took me here. So that was fully electric, as you would have probably heard. If you want to hear the full sounds, it's good to put the headphones on or play them through the surround sound amplifier, and you get all the sounds a lot clearer if you're interested in hearing it. I'm a diesel person, well, diesel buses in an old fashioned. I prefer the internal combustion engine, that's just me. It's just because it's nostalgic, mate. Well, there's a lot of reasons. There's more range and the charging times and the availability and all that, but that's impressive. The electric one was got me here and there, but it was interesting. It was comfortable enough. It was good. Yeah, quite interesting in learning them all. But I'm just an original, traditional, old internal combustion engine person. I suppose I would rather that, hear the engine, and that's what I like to hear, But I know it's just interesting in everything. I always keep an open view on it all. Again, I like to. I don't rule everything out. I like to learn what's going on. So it got me here, and I'm back at the parking ride. So, and it's really quite sunny now. It's been really a long day as well. I must have spent a good, what's the time now? 6:45. So I think I got to the centre of York about 12 o'clock, something like that. So I spent a good 5.5 hours there. It was a 15-minute bus trip, even that. And so I've done quite a bit. I had a look around the centre of York, and I had a look around the museum, the National Railway Museum. I had my lunch there as well. I looked around the markets and all the interesting streets and that. And like I say, nice and free to park. So what I'll do is I'll drive to the cinema, because the Cineworld cinema is on the outskirts. It's not in the central area of York. So if it were, I would have probably just stayed in the centre area and went to the cinema that way, but then I would have to bear in mind the time that this car park shuts at 11, I think. So I would probably end up having to come back here anyway. The other one, I think one of the car parks shut at 6:30. So, and then some of them are like 8 or 9. This is the later one at 10:30, I think it was. Certainly don't going to stay there that late. So it's certainly useful anyway, parking here and getting the bus right in. Saves all the rigmarole, having to find a space and go through all the traffic, especially when I'm not familiar with the area, so it's easier just to park here on the outskirts and get the bus in. Free parking, but the bus trip return for me at the time of filming, which is 17th of June 2024, it was 380, I think it was. Is that right? 380? I got it on. Adult return, aye. 380. No showing other details, bank details. I'll show you that. It's just 380 anyway. It's just a scanner ticket. But. So yeah, I'm just going away to chill out at the cinema, the Cineworld cinema. So there's not really much more sightseeing I'm going to do today. I'm just going to probably do more of that tomorrow. So as I say, this video will be done in parts. This will be the end of part 2, I presume, if I do it that way. Split it up. So I'll just probably get something to eat and then go to the cinema, and then I'll just chill out back at the hotel. Yeah, so actually quite a lot. It was quite tiring when you do a lot of stuff like that. So it's been good. I might even go back into York again. Probably will. There's still a lot to do and see. I'll come up with a plan for the Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Obviously this is all day Monday, and I've got all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday and all day Thursday. I drive back home to Dundee on the Friday. So I'll come up with a plan for the other 3 days. Scarborough being one. I was considering getting the train to Scarborough from York. I might do that. I'll sort of like weigh up what I'm going to do, where I'm going to park, and how I'm going to go about that. Probably not park here because it's limited, because if a train's delayed or anything, the last thing I want is another disaster and find out my car locked in here for the night. So I'll probably have to find somewhere else to park that doesn't have that limitation on it if I'm going to go as far out as Scarborough by train or by public transport or whatever means I'm going to decide to do. I might even just I might even just drive, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But anyway, that's it for now. If there's anything else I want to film, I'll just stick on here for this part. Right, see you in the next part. Whatever. In case you're wondering, I haven't forgotten about the steam trains. I might still look into going on a steam train as well for York up the and through the countryside up. I think it's the Yorkshire Moors or something. What bay I think it is. Somewhere like that. Anyway, it's a steam train that's running around in this area. I was on it 11 years ago, so if I could, well, figure out I'll decide what day I'm going to do that. But if I do, I'll get the footage. Just thought I'd mention in case you forgot, in case you thought I forgot about it. Oh, the tour bus comes in here as well, Open Tobber. Didn't realise it came in here. So, yeah. So anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. That's a quite tire there. I'm just going to chill at the cinema. Right. See you later. Right, so this might be the next part of the video, I don't know, but anyway, I've arrived at the Cineworld. It's part of like a community stadium or something. The leisure centre's just up there. I was thinking of going to the swimming, not tonight, but on one of the nights anyway. And it's like a big sort of leisure complex. There's shop and retail as well. I'll show you what it looks like anyway. Get out and show you properly, but I'm just kind of got myself parked here. I've got to remember where I'm parked because it is quite a big complex. So it's quite a big stretches quite a bit. I mean, obviously it's just a part of it and showing you. I'm not going to go into anything fancy for anything. I'll just find something quite straightforward and not really want to kind of budget in. It's the stadium actually, the community stadium, linear community stadium. So I didn't, and the actual leisure park is just up, the leisure centre is just up there. I didn't realise it was all so close because it was considering swimming for one of the nights. So at least I know now. So I'm at the York Stadium, which is something worth noting whilst in here. Obviously the cinema is what I'm going to be going to tonight. Oh, this must be for the racing then, eh? For the horse racing, is it perhaps? I don't know. I'm not sure, probably the horse racing there or something. Because there is a horse racing thing, this could be it. I don't follow horse racing, so I don't know, but I've heard that there's one here, this could be it. Be where it's at. So, community leisure centres where the swimming will be. That's obviously what I'm going to be going to. This is the map layout of the Linear York Community Stadium. So I don't know what this, I've never been there before. Whatever it is, it's right next to it anyway. This is some size of Cineworld as well. So I'll probably look over at the leisure centre because I say I'm interested in doing the swimming as well. Because the films are on late at the Cineworld, so I'm not too much of a rush to get to that. There it is, it's a football club. York City Football Club, York City, nice York City. So I didn't really keep up with football neither. My mate does, but I just... There it is anyway. So there it is, football ground. So I didn't see the floodlights when I didn't really know exactly what this area is about. I've never been here before. As I say, I heard of the stadium, so I didn't really know. Football fans will know I'm not a big football. I don't really follow football. My mate does, but I didn't really. I'm not joined up on it. But anyway, at the stadium, so worth noting. I've noted it down. So I've logged it in on the video. So there you go. There's the community centre, community stadium, and the leisure centre. I will be interested in having a look at going for a swim at some point. So I won't obviously be filming in there, so I'll just show you the outside, that's it. I'm just going to check the price. So I'm going to go in, have a wee check of what the prices are like and the times, etc. We'll go inside the leisure centre. Inside the leisure centre. So I'll just find out what the prices are for the swimming. They actually do rugby and other things in there as well. It's not just football grounds, other activities are going. So I've got a timetable and the price list for the swimming if required. Just the idea as to what I'm doing. So I've got that to check. It's about just over £6 for the swimming. I'll be probably going on one of the nights. There's a timetable, so I'll figure out what in and what time I'm going at. So, I've got the timetables. Stadium, obviously the entrance, well, one of the entrances or exits, there's gate 12 anyway. I can't really get the camera above that. Mind you, probably might see if we could reach above it. I've had my selfie stick away, but nah, fortunately I won't. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, right, there we go. There's a better view. So I've had my selfie stick, I'd probably better put it above there and get a view from it. Well, there's a wee bit of the info board. Well, maybe showed you that earlier, didn't I? That's just a view of the complex of the plan for the actual ground. Whole complex plan, that's what that was. But yeah, so there we go. You can smell the chlorine now. So I don't think there's like chutes or anything diving pool. I never saw that. It's just kind of like a training pool or something. There is obviously the toddler pool, but that's not obviously of any use to me, is it? Some might argue. But anyway, there you go. Did I get that? I think I did. Right, so I'm going to get myself around to the, it's actually roasting though, I'm going to get myself around to the cinema and we'll get the times for the films, and then after that I'll get a bite to eat and then just chill out for the rest of the night at the cinema and then just back to the hotel, Travel Lodge. So yeah, I was just double checking if they had any chutes or diving boards and stuff like that, jacuzzis and like rapid rivers and things like that. The Dundee Leisure Centre has that wave pool, but it's not like that there. No, it's just more a kind of pool. But it's just to say, there's a toddler pool. It's got to be some toys and small chutes and stuff like that, just for toddlers. But that's really it. So it's no use to me, as I say. I'll just go for the swim anyway. If I'm going for the swim, I'll just be a simple. Just do lanes or whatever, I'll just be taking it easy. It's there anyway. I did ask if there was any places round about that do like the flumes and the chutes and the diving boards, but it doesn't seem to be, so this is probably the biggest one, or certainly the main one. So if it doesn't have it, there's not really any chance of getting one nearby. It's not really important anyway, I was just wondering. But anyway, the cinema's just up ahead. Just going to get the times for the films. So at least now I know where everything is as far as the swimming and the cinema is concerned. And there's our food outlets. There's a Marks and Spencer's. I passed at Asda on the way up. So if I can't find anywhere, I'm not splashing out a fortune on a meal. I'll just be getting something straightforward and simple. Even if I have to go to Asda, I'll do so. I'll do whatever. But I'm not spending a fortune in a restaurant and that. I'm just keeping it easy, keeping it basic. Sandwich if need be. If there's a McDonald's floating about or something like that, just a simple, no hassle meal. That'll do me nicely. So anyway, well, it's got an IMAX here, Screen X as well, so, and a member, I'll get hopefully a wee bit some knocked off of that, being a member. So, quite a fancy one. Nice. It reminds me of the one in Glasgow in a way. It's got the Screen X and IMAX, and it goes up a lift, the elevator to get to the higher grounds, higher levels of the cinema. It sort of reminds me of the Glasgow one. So as you'll see what film there is, it's going to work. The membership that I've got is for Zone 1s or Cinema 1s, so you get a wee bit knocked off. It used to be that you paid a bit more and you get in every cinema, but now with that sort of limited one I've got, it kind of like restrictions. I've got to pay a bit extra if it's a Zone 2 cinema or something. Sure, I'll be able to pay even though I won't member, but it's only £10.99 a month membership that I'm with anyway. And the films can be up to £12 for film, so it's still safer than that. But anyway, it's quite swanky in here. So that would be where it tells you where the films are on, and I'll go and select something. So I've had a look, I've not quite decided yet. There isn't a film at IMAX, the bad boys, I might see. I'm not going to watch a film in a fancy screen just for the sake of it. I'd rather watch a film with a good storyline than watch a film that's not got a very film I'm not interested in just for the sake of it. I used to, but not now. I've tried these screens before, so I'm not going to just go and watch it for as a fancy screen. Watch the film that might be of interest, whether it's in 2D or not. Because I say I've tried IMAX before, I've tried Screen X before, I've tried all that stuff, 4DX. It's alright, it's quite nice, but it's now a case of I'm going to select a film that I might find entertaining and interesting, rather than just going for trying out these fancy screens. Because I've been in them before, so I'm going to get some fresh air and just have a wee think what film we're going to watch. We're going to Marks and Spencer's and grab something simple to eat. Probably just get something straightforward for eating in there if I want to bring popcorn on. I'm not paying the prices. You know, they charge a fortune for popcorn. Every cinema does, not just that one, but all of them. You get, the drinks and popcorn. I know, I always bring my own stuff in. It's just too dear. So, it's been a big day for me anyway. I've been tired. It's what I chill like now. So I might go to Mars. I'll go to Mars, get something out of there for something simple, something straightforward. So as I say, I've had a look at the Leisure. I know it's on at the cinema. I'm absolutely knackered now. I've been on my feet all day. It's just time to unwind and straightforward meal, sandwich if need be, something simple, bottle of water to bring in. I'll just double check the parking restrictions to be sure that it's all cool when in parked, and then into cinema and chill it. Oh, I saw a bakery. You know what I like with bakeries? I like bakeries. So I saw one in the background, so I might be getting something. Myself some pasta. I went back to the car and got myself a fork. I seen they give you everything other than what you really need most when you're going to eat a meal like this, a fork. But I've got them in the car anyway, so I knew that. Some places supply forks as they should, but they don't for some whatever weird reason. It's even impossible to eat as a takeaway unless you've got forks with you. Lovely sandwich and crisps and a can of Coke. So I'm going to sit here and go to enjoy sun and fresh air. And I got myself a muffin from the bakery as a wee dessert. But sorry, let me get this out to show you. Victoria cake muffin. I'm not eating all this now, obviously. I'll be eating some of it and keeping the rest for later. Some for the cinema and some for later when I get back to the hotel. We'll just get the later film at 8:20. It's more of a storyline film. It's I've seen the thing. We want to know what the Fall Guys are about. The other film that was on the IMAX is a bit early and it's just for, I'm not too fussed. I'm not going to watch a film just for the sake of it because it's on the IMAX. I'll watch a film that I was actually curious to know about. And the Fall Guy, I've seen the trailers for it back home in the sunny world there, so it starts to be a bit later as well. So it's 7 o'clock, so I'm not rushing around. I've got an hour and 20 minutes to, before the film starts, and then usually I get the trailers anyway. But the other one starts at 7:20, and I'm not going to rush around just to see that because it's at IMAX. Some bad lads or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not really a main film buff. I like the old classic films, the ones that I grew up with in the 70s and 80s. But the modern films are just not the same. They don't make films like they used to. Anyway, we get my tea and then to there later. So I'm going to enjoy the fresh air and a wee seat. But the bed is just part of the, it's all part of this sort of complex, which comes in really handy for a wee seat and a picnic. So you've got place Nando's and all these places and all that. That's all novel, you see. It's sort of more of a novel. I'm kind of budgeting at the moment. Simple things, simple food, something's better. You might notice it's a Tesco bag, by the way. I went to the car and I was getting a 40 to put in a Tesco bag. Obviously I wasn't buying a bag out there. If I've got bags in the car, I'll just save money and what's the point in spending money on a carrier bag when I've got bags in the car, carrier bags in the boot. So I'll just use that. Tesco bag with Marks and Spencer stuff. So yeah, I enjoy that. Simple food. Just simple things like that. It doesn't have to be all the fancy stuff. Right, so I've decided I'm going to be watching The Fall Guy, 8:20, and then after I'll just be going to the hotel. So see if I can show you. Yeah, there we go. So that'll be it for tonight. I'm not doing any more filming tonight. I'm quite tired, so I'll just just chill out, back to the hotel. Tomorrow I'll have a look at the internet just now while I'm having my cake and my kind of juice for the steam change. I may go on the steam chain tomorrow. Look into that just now, and I'll film tomorrow morning. I'll let you know what I've decided to do. So that's it for this. I don't know what parts are going to be in, but that's it for the night anyway. I'm exhausted. So, okay, right. See you later. So hello. I said I wouldn't be filming again tonight, but there's just something I've got to mention. Something that was really extraordinary. I enjoyed the movie, by the way. It's about the movie. I enjoyed it. The Fall Guy, it was called. A bit of stunts. Obviously, it's a modern day thing. I had a wee bit of like the original 80s. It was like the music at the end was the 1980s Fall Guy TV series, American one. I remember that from the day. But there was a sort of like the music theme tune on the end of that was plugged that as well. I was going to show you the lights. It's actually quite nice as well with the moon and the neon lighting there. I'll show you that, then I'll tell you what I was going to wear to can't wait to tell you. Before I do, I'll just show you this. It just looks quite nice actually. I mean, it's 11 o'clock at night, so everything's kind of like closed still. And being a Monday, it's not like you know, Saturday night. Oh, they've put the lights out. The big sign was lit up there. It was quite impressive. I'll try to get the moon as well. I'll see if I can zoom right in on it. It's not really. It's maybe a bit too bright. I was able to get the craters the last time on it, but not so much now. But so what it was is earlier on today, and just actually a couple of days back as well, for no reason, I was thinking of the Miami Vice theme tune, the Miami Vice TV, the American TV show, the 80s Miami Vice. It was Don Johnston, I think it was, that started it. There's also the Crockett's theme tune. That's a different one. I like that as well. That's a good tune. But I do like the Miami Vice theme tune, the opening theme tune to it. It's also used sometimes when they do the hot rods. It's the hot rod theme tune during the stock car racing. They do it at Lochgelly, and I remember years ago they done it at Barford Raceway as well. But anyway, I was thinking of it. I like the tune. I like the Miami Vice theme tune, and the movie. I had no connections. I had no idea that song was actually played in it. And the stunt guy, the Fall Guy, the lead star of the movie, he actually wore the jacket, the Miami Vice jacket. the chances, I had no idea that was in it. And earlier on this morning I played it on the phone, the Miami Vice theme tune. I liked it. I had no preconceived ideas that I was going to be hearing it at the movie earlier tonight. I didn't even plan on going tonight. I was just sort of more of a kind of spur of the moment. I knew I was going to go at some point because I had it in my mind, and I thought, well, I'm just going to go tonight. So I went earlier. I watched that film. I didn't specifically go to see that film. I was just that seemed to be the one that was worth kind of watching in the given time that I had. Now, as I say, the chances, the coincidences, it's just, I don't accept that as a coincidence. There's no way I'll accept that. There's how many films, how many songs are there? There's millions of them, and it just had to be that song. Only a couple of days ago I started to think of that song, the Miami Vice theme tune. Although I like it, I had no reason to think of it. It just came into mind and I was thinking of it. And tonight I was in the cinema watching that movie, and I was the only one in the cinema, by the way. Being a Monday night, it's not really as busy. Sometimes it's like that in Dundee as well. I could be the only one in, but I was the only one in anyway on that one. I thought it was just a Dundee thing, that hardly anybody goes. Well, being a Monday night, right enough, but it seems to be here in York as well on that film. I remember years ago it would be busy, and even during the week. I mean, they even had films on in the small hours at the weekends, but that's sort of not so much now. But anyway, besides that, the chances of that song, the Miami Vice theme tune song, and I hearing it again, just randomly in that film. I mean, that's just off the scale. I couldn't believe it when I heard it. I was just amazed. I just felt like I had to tell you that. I just have to share this. I just got to make a record of that so I could even refer back to it myself. Because I record these bizarre coincidences, and that's more than a bizarre coincidence. I don't believe it is a coincidence. It's more a connection. I don't know why, I don't understand it yet, but there's definitely something to it. I mean, why would I think of the Miami Vice theme tune and then suddenly I hear it again at the film? It's not a tune that I hear often. I hardly hear it. I don't even watch the Miami Vice TV show. I just like I like the film, the show. I remember it in the day. I didn't sort of go up my way to see it, but when it was on a Saturday, I'd watched it. But the theme tune's good, and it was playing in my mind. I was playing it in my head earlier, and I've even got the phone footage. I could prove to you the date on the search if you don't believe us. I mean, it's incredible. I'll show you on the phone. On the search, it gives you the day when I searched it in the YouTube history, the search history. So just to emphasise, it is actually very late. It's not even going to show the time, is it? No, actually holding it at the same time. There you go, 23 minutes past 11. I just wanted to tell you the time, just to show you how late it was and why I'm the only car here and nobody else is around. It's so late at night. I could probably even just let you hear about 2 seconds of the song, so I didn't get a copyright strike, in case you don't know what it sounds like. But I'll show you on the phone anyway the search history, just to prove it. Out of the blue. I mean, it's not even it's a well-known TV show, but there's millions of well-known TV shows, and it's an 80s one. That's a 2024 movie that I watched, and I was only playing it this morning. There's no idea, no connection whatsoever, and there it is on that movie. I'm just amazed by it, and absolutely amazed by it. I just had to share that. I had to record it and log it in for my own records as well. So there it is today, right? Miami Vice theme tune. And yesterday I searched for it as well. It'll come up. There you go. Look, see? And again, and again. That was like on the. That would be on Friday, I think it was. Friday, yeah. This is Monday. So just in the last few days. You see, I could even prove it to you. And again, this morning, today, earlier on today. See, I wasn't marking it up. I'm not marking it up, you know what I mean? I'm being honest. And I'm just amazed, you know what I mean? The chances of that is just off the scale. There's no way in accepting it as a coincidence. There's just no way. And it's a connection, it's synchronicity. There's something. I'm actually amazed by it, and I'm actually interested and fascinated by it. I like it. It's interesting. It's amazing, I just had to share that. I'll have to share the date as well. I'll do that in another file, because anything is bizarre and strange, I make my own files and have an own record of it. But this is okay to share with you. I'll just let you hear it very faintly, very quickly, because if I play it too long, I'll get a copyright. But you'll get an idea of the song if you don't know what it sounds like already. So that's just like the introduction. That's a wee bit of the. That was delivered. So this is on YouTube. This is the theme tune that I like. had to break the tune up, because if I played it constantly all the way through, it would throw up an algorithm. It would give us a feedback, reply, you know, copyright, and I don't want that. So it was just to give you an idea if you don't know what it sounds like. That's what the theme tune to the Miami Vice theme tune. That's how it goes for the introduction, and that was playing in my mind a couple of days. Well, we saw it in the search on Friday anyway. Yeah, I was working that day. I was working on Friday, and I got to the terminus. I drive the buses, if you don't know. And then when I got to the terminus, I had a few minutes to spare, and I was thinking of this tune, and I played it on my phone. I searched it, and just when I had layover time, so I went to the toilet, and then I went for because I was checking. I was outside, and I played that on my phone and just listened to the tune. I was thinking about it, and then I played it again on the Sunday before I set off, and that was Monday, and that was yesterday, and then I played it this morning, just out of the blue. And then of all theme tunes and of all TV shows, it was the Miami Vice that came up in the actual film, in the movie. I mean, the chances of that, it's just more than a coincidence. I don't believe it. It's I just found it extraordinary when it came up. I was just amazed, But anyway, I'm tired now, so I'm just going to get to my bed when I get back, and tomorrow I'll see what I'm going to do regarding the steam trains and Scarborough. Probably end up driving to Peckering, because, as I say, the line, to do the full length, it's £50 return. That's at the time of filming, it's 49, but and then it's like 12 months to return, so you could come back in 12 months. I don't know how that is, but it's an open return for 12 months. And then there's a shorter trip between two neighbouring stations. Basically, it means going from one station to the other and then back again for £13.50. So I think the best course of plan would be from Peckering to, was it Leavingsham or something, Leavingsham, just up from it, Leavingsham, something like that anyway. It's on the map, so I'll get all that. I'll show you the details tomorrow if I decide to do that. So because I'll be driving from the Travelodge, I'm going to cross in the direction of Scarborough anyway, so Peckenham's that way, so I might as well continue, once I've done the steam train, I might as well just continue on to Scarborough. I was considering earlier when I was at the rail station in York to get a train to Scarborough. I don't check the prices yet for that, but it means I'd have to park somewhere, and then I couldn't rely on I wouldn't like the thought of coming back to the parking ride and finding the barrier shut, because if the train's delayed, then because it's so far away, you see, and then that'd be me locked out in the car until the next morning, and I'm not having that. So I would rather park in a car park that's open, which means I'm going to have to find where it is. I don't know what the charges are, and I don't know how far it would be to walk from there. If it's in the centre of York, it means I've got to go in. It'll probably be quite expensive just to get a train, so maybe it'd just be cheaper just continuing on the drive in the car, because I'm going that way anyway for the steam chain. I might as well then, once you've done that, continue on to York, drive there, and then just pay the parking when I get to York. When I get to Scarborough, I'm going to drive to Scarborough, and once I get to Scarborough, then I could just pay the park up and have a wander around. It was just because when I was at the railway earlier, I thought, I might get a train to Scarborough. I haven't rolled it out yet. I'll check the prices tomorrow morning, because I know anything more than night. Anyway, I just thought I had to mention that. It's just a mega coincidence, right off the scale. In fact, it's not a coincidence, it's synchronicity. There's a connection. I just can't accept it, that's a coincidence. So that was an extraordinary thing. If you don't know, if this is the first time you've seen my videos, I do clock a lot of extraordinary things because I genuinely experience them, and I'd like to share what's suitable to share online with you. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow.